There have been a few attempts in recent years by companies to revive their old arcade classics. This is by no means new and has been going on forever, but the recent trend is a little bit different. Instead of completely remaking the idea, these newer games return to the mechanics of the original, slap on a neon aesthetic, some more modern mechanics that aren't that different, and then they create something like Pac-Man CEDX, which uses modern online leaderboards to help create that arcade feeling. The game we're looking at today cribs that aesthetic, but instead of refreshing an old arcade game, it creates something entirely new. Pix the Cat feels every bit like it's a remade version of a classic from the 80s, in the best way possible, but it's not, it's brand new. The core mechanic is entirely score-based. Your goal is to hatch eggs into baby chicks, then deposit them at predetermined spots on the game boards, all of which are deliberately designed, not randomized. While there are different sets of boards, you'll encounter the same boards each time you play a specific one of those sets, which allows you to get better and better at a set of boards as time goes on, and you learn the perfect approach to each one. Anyone familiar with old arcade games will immediately recognize the board progression format, and it works great here. But there's more to Pix than just that one mode. There's a slower paced strategic mode that makes you think about your moves before you make them, called Laboratory. That's a great way to get more familiar with the tricks of the trade without the time pressure the base mode puts on you. And if that still isn't enough, there's also a Nostalgia mode with smaller, tighter game boards that requires much more precise movement on the part of the player. In addition to those unique mechanical twists, each of the game's additional modes also have completely unique aesthetics. The Laboratory mode is made up to appear as if viewed through a microscope, with all the action taking place on a tiny scale, while the Nostalgia mode is set up like an old Disney cartoon. Together, the aesthetic and mechanical variation to the game's additional modes extend the game's appeal pretty significantly. It's still quite clear that they're add-on modes, things that maybe aren't quite as interesting as the primary high-score competition mode, but I still found them far more interesting than the similar alternative modes that games like Pac-Man CEDX offer up. Still, the high-score mode is what kept me coming back over and over again, not those additional modes. It's highly addictive and replayable just like it should be. Even though the boards are predetermined, there are quite a few different sets of them, and just the act of constantly reaching beyond your past achievements over and over again, and knowing it's not down to luck, that you achieved it due to the fact you're getting better at the game, is a fantastic feeling. Every Friday, I look at a game that was ignored when it came out, or has been forgotten since. If you like that idea, be sure to subscribe so you can see the latest videos. If you like this video in particular, be sure to hit that like button, and thanks for watching.